Salud, mi gente, you boys coming through once again. Before we continue with this video, do not forget to hit the like, subscribe. For those who've been showing love and support to the channel, thank you very much. I do highly appreciate you guys, man. Let me correct myself from the other video I just uploaded. I believe I said 1.5 K. Nah, we almost at 8.5 K, man. All thanks to you, man. Thank you very much. Somebody made a comment about my microphone, if it's the audio and all that stuff. Hopefully this sounds way better. If not, I guess we're gonna have to do a raffle to get a new microphone. As a matter of fact, I believe one of you guys, I know one of you guys donated to get this microphone. It was when we first started our YouTube channel. So it's been a minute. It's been, I believe I have like 1 year with this microphone, So let me know if the audio sounds better, what's going on. I had to put it closer, or what's going on with this stuff, But if not, I'm going to have to get a new microphone because I want to give you a good sound quality. At the time, I didn't have no money. Still don't got money like that, but we can make little sacrifices here and there. And like I said, we're going to fix everything up. To do the lives, we're going to we're going to send that little room to pimp my room. We're going to do some good stuff right there. We're going to buy a computer and giving back, investing back into the channel, man. So hopefully you guys can support your boy right here who's trying to make it. I'm just a regular guy, man, trying to do my best. Simple as that, man. Trying to get extra money from YouTube. And I do appreciate what you guys support the channel. Now, on today's video, we're going to talk about Inside Out with Rodney, dropping another video on dubs, man. The third one and the final one, according to him. And basically, he's still looking for that fade. Look, first of all, let's just be honest about this. Dubs is not going to take a fade. Not in no ring, as a UFC, a boxer, a MMA fighter, none of that stuff. He's not going to do that, man. Simple as that. He's not going to do that. Why is this? Because he don't play around. When he's going to do something, it's going to be for reals. Simple as that. And I don't say it in a way to clown it, But that's his persona. That's what he's putting out there, right? Even though back then it was more like about being humble and stuff like that. It's about, I don't want no problems, stuff like that. Now it's like, I only do that when it's for reals, I don't play around with that stuff. Dispensa. But persona. It's about selling your image. You know what I mean? It's portraying, doing all that stuff. That's what it is. A label. Showing a persona, and having you guys buying that that image, right? So now Rodney came with the audio, right? I don't know if that was a video he was talking about dubs speaking on the NL, the Nazi lowriders, and I heard the audio. I don't know if that story is true. I don't care if it's true or not. But one thing I'm going to tell you, it did make sense that why would a black person get at a Southsider to hit a white? Too many people involved right there. Too many people involved, especially when this guy, a Southsider, is pushing, saying, hey, man, this is legit. You have to do this. Or if not, there's going to be consequences. Like, hold on, man. You got too many people involved in this. Straight up, man. I don't know. Like I said, it made sense what Rodney was speaking on. It makes sense. Why would somebody who was in the shoe or on the hole in the back, whatever you want to call it, will send a kite, a white person with a black person to cheer on just put it out on the yard. It didn't make sense, man. But I'm gonna be wrong. Maybe somebody done messed up and stuff like that, and they did that. You know what I mean? It just didn't make sense to me, but it is what it is, right? I'm not here to debunk no stories, man, because I don't care about it. Prison, screw prison. But he did what he did. Of course, he's not gonna get the fame. That's it. Now, there's things that we do when we see videos, right? We have everybody speaking about this. When we see videos, we go to the comment sections, and there's people right there saying, because Rodney is always saying, okay, Dubs is a PC, right? He's he went to SNY, whatever, And okay, now There's people in the comment section saying that how do you know the Dubs is in that side, right? First of all, he's not on no side. He's free out there doing his thing, working for YouTube, making his money. Simple as that, you know. Can I say, oh, nah, he's working, he's doing his thing, making his money. Straight up, man. I mean, I'm not gonna how you say take the credit. I'm not gonna take the credit. Like, they're doing their thing for sure. Now, the thing about this is that he is. I mean, the question was, how do you know if there's no Southsiders coming out and saying that this guy is no bueno, right? Well, I mean, do you think Southsiders care about that? Like, do you really think? First of all, they need to open a YouTube channel, and second of all, like, when Dubs was out there in prison and was in the good list a long time ago, man. It was a long time ago. You think that somebody's gonna come out of prison and is gonna care? I mean, he's gonna care about what this individual is doing right now. I mean, right now on YouTube. No. Do you think that somebody that knows me is gonna come out and say, "Oh, this guy was no good in prison"? No. No. Like, it does not make sense, man. It does not make sense. You know, I decided to keep it real with you guys multiple times. Everybody got their own choice to do that. If people want to play the I don't know game, well, play it. You know what I mean? Now, people, I mean, you can read between the lines, but please don't be blind, gente. And I don't think that Dubs is less just because he made that decision. No, don't get it wrong, man. I'm not saying that at all. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it, man. As a matter of fact, you have to give props to somebody who actually values their freedom over everything, because the most valuable thing that we have in this, I mean, this life is our freedom. Like, what kind of life is, I mean, imagine being locked up the rest of your life. What kind of life that is? I mean, like, you can't even enjoy your life. You're living to live inside a box, like a bird inside a cage. Does not make sense. That's not life. You know, I mean, you have to understand that as a young individual, you do make bad decisions in life. It's gonna come a point where people are going to be like, hold on, man. And one thing, I'm gonna tell you one thing, just one thing, and just trip on this. There's gonna be people a lot. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people trying to criticize the decision. You know what I mean? Trying to criticize that decision. And you cannot do that. If you're not in that situation with a life sentence, how can you do that? A lot of people, I don't believe they care about Dubs going to the other side, but I believe they care about not keeping it honest. And that's his decision. He can do whatever he wants. As a matter of fact, Rodney made a video, and now he is addressing his status, right? I was kind of inclined what it was, but it was not for me to speak on that. But he came out and said that he paroled from a level 2. Even though he said that all level 2s are 50-50, they're not. There are some level 2s who are still active, right? Solano, there's a place in Corcoran, and there's another one. You know, maybe there's more than that, but there's a few places who are level 2 who are still GP. Period, right? But basically, he was on one of those yards. They flipped, and he decided to stay right there. Why? Because he was a lifer, and he needed to show to board that I believe he was a lifer. Don't quote me on that, but he needed to show board that basically he had to that he was a changed person. You know, he was taking these classes. He didn't have no 115s, and at the end of the day, like, what would you do in that situation? Right? You cannot get mad at that. And at least he came out, kept it real. Not everybody is doing that. Not everybody is willing to do that. They prefer to lie to the viewers, and that's on them. I mean, they don't have to explain themselves to nobody. To keep it real, they don't have to explain themselves to nobody. I mean, at the end of this, your own choice, whatever you want to put out there. But please don't come out with the, oh, how you know that this guy is not good, that he went to the other side, if nobody from the, from the good side, came out and spoke on this. Like, come on, man. Let's just not be retarded with that stuff, you know? Like, come on, man. Please do not make me think that your intelligence is fucking no bueno way. But with this being said, man, shout outs to everybody. At the end of the day, it's just entertainment, and wish nothing but the best to everybody. Saludos to everybody.